All right, welcome to Chop It Up for Tuesday, the 15th of September. Chop It Up, where we take the conversations that men have in the barbershop and we simply bring them online. And this is completely unscripted, off the dome. And so I am Kevin, your host, and I've got my fellas here. Let them introduce themselves and then we'll jump into it today.
All right, Tari Watkins, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Looking forward to our conversation today versus last week, which was heavy, but it was a good conversation though. So
Last 2
looking
weeks were
forward
heavy.
yeah. Look at Derek. That stink face heavy last week. That's what
Yeah.
it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, looking forward to it.
Mr. Sire, you are muted.
Awesome wisdom.
Yep.
We just couldn't hear it, bro.
Yeah.
My
I know it
bad. I'm
was
sorry.
good.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Are we back? Derek, sorry, from Oklahoma City. Shout out to everybody who does not mind the juice from their greens touching their cornbread.
Hey, as long as the greens are good and seasoned, I don't mind. But if they nasty, I don't want to touch anything.
They're not even supposed to be on your plate if they nasty. But everybody act like the juice from the greens touching the cornbread ruins their whole meal.
It
Get
don't.
yourself together.
It don't. It don't ruin it.
It don't.
Derek,
Especially
come
if you got
over
them big
my
leaf
house.
greens. Oh, and if they vinegar based, you got a little hot sauce on there. It was gonna go on my cornbread anyway. Holla at your boy.
Boy, a little ham hock in there, little pieces.
And it all
Come
go to
on.
the
Nah, a
same
lot
place
of ham
anyway.
hock, baby. A lot of ham hock. Don't skim me on the ham hock. Darian, take it over, man, before we get out of control.
This is Darian Lewis from Tulsa, Oklahoma. As always, I'm very happy to be here.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right.
Make sure everything's muted. All right.
I hear an echo.
Yeah, I do too.
Does anybody have their that's not muted?
No,
Nope.
I'm on my iPad, but I don't know if that's it or not.
Okay.
Okay, let's roll with it, man.
Let's go.
It went away.
Yeah.
Whatever it was.
All right. So, like Tori said, we have had for the last 2 weeks. We've had some heavy topics. We had some killers. We had
Let's lighten it up.
Chadwick, and then we had the Gray situation. So let's just jump into this.
All
Tori,
right.
you did a little experiment on what
Oh,
I
man, I
believe
gotta check it out. Come on.
to
man.
breathe the nastiest thing that God didn't even intend, that Satan put on the earth. That's candy corn.
Hey, you're not going to hear an argument from me because it's terrible. Yes.
So then why you experimenting with the devil's creation?
Because Kevin, you know me, I'm a curious brother. And you know me, we're both foodies. And so when I hear something, this is where I've always been, you can't say you don't like it unless you tried it. And for me, I've always said candy corn comes straight from the pits of hell. I'm not gonna lie. Just like black licorice. No offense to it being black, it's just nasty. Black licorice is terrible. I mean, if I'm gonna rate which one is worse, bro, they neck and neck for me. But somebody said, actually not somebody, a whole lot of people, and I've been hearing this for a couple of years, that if you get some salted roasted peanuts, like 3 or 4, and put it with one candy corn, it tastes like a payday. And I was like, nah.
You got a recipe.
Yeah.
I'm like, it can't.
You got an equation.
So somebody figured it out, but they said 3 to 4 peanuts. So somebody's been experimenting.
So who took the time?
First of all, I don't know. But here's the thing. I didn't have to do it. So my thing was this, and I put it on my Facebook post when I did the first post. I said, I don't feel like buying a whole bag of candy corn to test it out because that stuff is trash. And I told you in the beginning, my goal was this. And if this is going live and people see it, now you know my true intention. My true intention was to get someone to flip the bill so I could taste it without me paying for some nasty candy corn. And so one of my friends from church, he and his wife, she texted me and said, "Hey, look, we got something for you tomorrow." I said, "All right, bet." So they brought it to me to church. I did a Facebook Live. I did one candy corn, and actually I did 4 peanuts. They weren't wrong, bro. Here's the thing. And I'm sitting there, I'm looking at this, I'm analyzing this. Because we know that peanuts and peanut butter is a strong taste.
Mm-hmm.
And it drowns out almost everything else. It has to be that's what it is. Because I'm not going to lie. It tastes just like a payday. And I love a payday. And without the caramel, I'm sorry. I can't deny it. I can't lie. Now, I'm not going to eat candy corn straight up. That's the best way for me to induce a vomit. I'm not doing that. I'm not trying to jumpstart a vomit anytime, anywhere, and any place. I'm not about to. And I will not eat a candy corn by itself. I won't buy a bag. I will throw the whole bowl away. But you put it with some peanuts, I can't lie, bro. It tastes like a payday. Wow. I can't. It blows my mind. I don't know how. Kind of like when people first started doing pretzels, salted pretzels, and chocolate. The first time I saw that, and I was like 12, I said, that's nasty. Why would you dip a pretzel in chocolate? You take a bite, you're like, hold up. Hold up. Okay, that works. And now, guess what? Everywhere. Salted
Stop this man. Kev, stop this man.
So let me just say this. Pretzels by themselves are good.
Yes,
Chocolate by itself is good. So it's not too far to take two things that are okay and say, let me try this. But you take peanuts, which are good, and trash.
I
don't care what you mix chitlins with. I'm not taking them.
I'm with you.
I don't care what you stick Rocky Mountain oysters with. I'm not eating them.
I ain't eating those either. That's a wrap.
So I give you kudos for trying the Devil's Brew.
The Devil's Brew.
And seeing if you can resurrect it and make something good out of it. But
now here's the thing. I'm not going to go out and buy candy corn and buy peanuts. I'm not doing that. But I said I would try it. And that's what I did.
Tori, you're going to wind up doing that.
Nope.
You're going to wind up doing that.
You're going to see it on sale.
Hey,
next to some Planters. And be like,
it was only 99 cents a bag. It was only 99 cents a bag. I didn't have no choice.
Is that a wager?
I'm just saying.
If you lying. How we gonna prove you wrong if you're doing it in secret? You ain't gonna do it out in front of everybody. You done said too much.
Okay, there's 2 reasons, and they're 2 valid reasons. One, I'm still not gonna buy candy corn. I don't care if it's on sale or not. One, I'm a diabetic. So I don't have candy in the house like that. I don't have candy in my house right now, except for that bag of candy corn and peanuts. So I'm just not going to.
Okay.
What's number 2?
One was I'm not going to buy candy corn. Period.
Okay.
2 is I'm not.
And then
I'm not.
If you got friends, you have friends that will foot the bill for your experiments, pass them over to me because I think the new iPad Pro is trash. It's trash. So get your friends to prove me wrong.
Hey, and just to show you that I'm not lying that I keep a hold of my stuff, look, I'm 117. So I don't keep sugar like that in the house. That's just me. I just don't. Ask my kid. Cake, donuts, they will mold in this house because I'm not a sweet guy. I'm a potato chips, pretzels, Chex Mix, potatoes, and bread type. That's my downfall. Cheetos, Doritos. That's my downfall. It ain't sweets.
All right.
So now, Darren, you can find a bag. I promise you.
So the moment somebody brings a big bag of peanuts, and you got to figure out, okay, I'm gonna eat some of these, but I'm not gonna do them all. You know what? I forgot I got. Oh yeah.
Nope.
I mean, it is 4-1. I mean, the ratio is 4-1.
Surely I got 1 candy corn.
You know, I'm not gonna go that far. I'm not gonna go that far with it because it's only 1 per 4.
I'm just gonna tell you this. You all can have as little of faith in me as possible. That's okay. I'm okay with y'all not trusting the man that I am. I'm okay with y'all thinking that I'm not a man of my word. I'm okay with that. But what y'all ain't gonna do is pressure me into buying some nasty candy. That ain't gonna happen. That I am not the one. I'm telling you right now. Oh God, I am not the one. So, we
Curiosity
can
that
all
already
night.
curiosity that already got you, man.
It didn't get me. I didn't.
Listen,
pay
did
for
you
it.
put some candy corn in your mouth?
Oh my God, are we gonna be that literal? Is that really what we're doing right now?
I mean, I'm just saying.
I
It happens.
I can be in a
you
room
stood
with
on the mountain.
chitlins. They could be on the
that's a
table.
different story. Okay.
Chitlins, candy corn.
To tell you how much I hate chitlins, I will tell you right now. If you had a bowl of candy corn and a bowl of chitlins, and I had to choose between the two, I'm scarfing down the candy corn. I can't stand chitlins. Nah, bro. From the rooter to the tutor, I don't care what they did. Nah, bro.
Literally.
I'm not eating it. I'm not
Literally.
eating chitlins.
The
I'm
hot
not
sauce.
eating pig's feet. I'm not eating pigtails. I ain't eating pig ears. I'll smash some bacon and some ham, but other than that, nah. No.
Thank God you were born in this era.
Dude, I'm 50, bro. I was born back in the day when they made that stuff. What are you talking about?
They still make the stuff.
They still do. And my family, they love it.
They still got the buckets every now and then.
I was going to say, people still eat chitlins.
Chitterlings. That's what they call them. Chitterlings. No, them chitlins.
I was going to say, don't try to be all cultured now.
Hey, do y'all? I'm not cultured.
Yo, candy corn, eat yourself.
Do y'all like chitlins? Any of y'all like chitlins?
I eat chitlins.
I ain't chilling.
You know what my grandma told me? Let's see if y'all know the reason. You never eat chitlins if somebody's serving corn.
I mean, I understand that's a boo-boo reference. I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
but I'm saying, like,
they didn't clean them. Not the way they're supposed to.
Yeah, that's fine. That's irrelevant. How is
that not irrelevant?
Yeah, if you go, I'm just saying that's not gonna keep me from eating chitlins.
Because it's subjective.
I'm saying, like,
are you kidding me? No, you trying to hide something there, bro?
No, it's person to person. I get that, but it's person to person.
Yeah.
It's person to person. I don't eat everybody's chitlins.
Well, y'all
Hold up. I don't eat everybody's chitlins.
You better not eat everybody's chitlins.
No, just because you show up and there's chitlins, depends on where I'm at.
First question: Who made them?
Right.
I got questions.
Right. There's an interview process when it comes to chitlins. Hold up.
Hey, that's every cookout. Who made that? Somebody brought potato salad? Yeah. Who made it? Oh no, I ain't eating that.
Yeah, that's that. And in this era, this COVID season,
listen.
I need you to fill out. I need you to fill out this form in triplicate.
No,
and also,
I need to see the video process of you making these chitlins.
Well, it's also who trained you, because y'all know there's a difference between Grandma Ma making it and Cousin Keisha making it.
Oh yeah,
whatever
it is,
right?
Yeah.
She can bring plates, ice, and cups.
Now
I'm sorry, Keisha.
We'll let her.
I'm sorry to all the Keishas. All the Keishas.
Know it, right?
All Keishas in the world, we sorry.
No, we ain't.
We'll let them buy a store cake.
Okay.
It depends.
Oh my God.
It ain't, as long as it ain't buy for less.
They actually make some of the best pastries.
Buy for less? Crest Bros off the hook.
Yeah, but I'm saying you acting like buy for less is the bottom of the barrel.
No, that's
I
feel like Walmart is the worst, obviously.
No, warehouse market.
Patients from Walmart.
Do y'all still have warehouse market?
No, that was in Tulsa.
Okay,
that's Tulsa thing.
That's Tulsa.
Yeah, that's Tulsa.
Yeah,
that's Tulsa. Yeah, they're still here.
Yeah,
they're still here.
Yeah. And Price Smart, they're still up there in Tulsa.
Price Smart. No.
Price Smart.
Reese's bought them.
Yeah.
Reese's bought them out.
Oh, okay.
Then you gonna ask about Safeway next?
No, right.
Hey, I was about to go Piggly Wiggly and Win Dixie up in there. Come on, man.
Oh my gosh.
All right, fellas. So we got some other things to talk about. Football is back.
It is.
Football is back. Right?
My Cowboys.
How you feel about
it? What is that different than any other year?
Oh.
I mean, Are we? And before you
We
go
starting
there,
already?
before we go there, the Bears are trash too. Even though they won their game, the Lions really lost that game more than the Bears won it.
Yes,
Okay,
that's true.
so
Yes.
I am objective. Trash is
So am
trash,
I.
right?
So am I.
But
Y'all know that's an Eminem move, right? I'm gonna tell you all the stuff you.
I'm gonna diss
I'm gonna say what
myself
you're gonna
first.
say.
I'm gonna say that about me. Hey, that don't mean
Classic.
we ain't gonna talk.
Classic.
Can I just
Yeah.
say I think that Eminem actually lost that battle. Now, the last one he
With who?
won.
Machine Gun Kelly?
The last one he won. No, I'm talking about
Oh, you talking about
No,
the
in
the
movie?
Eight
second
Mile.
battle he
The
lost.
second battle he lost.
Yeah, I believe. I don't disagree with that.
Wait. Are we talking about the movie?
Yeah, 8 Mile.
Yeah.
About the movie.
Oh, I thought you were talking about real battles,
No.
like beef
Oh
battles.
no,
No.
no.
Oh, okay. Sorry, go ahead.
No.
I'm too submerged in pop culture.
No.
Let's go back to 8 Mile, guys. Sorry about that.
Oh
But
my
with football
gosh.
back, guys, there's a lot going on. We had the whole thing of the booing the unity movement, which how racist do you have to be to
Wow.
boo unity?
That right there, man.
But then you've got
Not shocking.
but then you've got
No, it's
all
not.
the other things that are going on as far as even just players and coaches on the sideline wearing masks. How's the season's going to go? So let's dig into it. How we think the season's going to turn out?
It's too early to tell, man. I'm just being honest.
Well, we 1 game in, 2 games in, one
yeah.
game in.
It's only one outbreak away from a team getting wiped out.
True.
I mean, we look at baseball.
But-
Not saying that it's going to happen, but it's not going to take much.
Right.
I hope it doesn't happen because I'm a football dude. I love football. But I don't know, man. I think it's too early to tell as far as the whole COVID and how things are going to work. I mean, it was still good football. I was expecting a whole lot more. I was expecting a lot of more mistakes than there were for people's first games.
Yeah.
But most of the games, from what I was seeing from highlights and from what I was actually watching, it was actually pretty decent football, considering there was no preseason, which is going to now give the question, do they even really need a preseason?
What's the point of preseason?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Which they've been debating that for a decade now, if not longer.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you also now have the advent of year-round training that you didn't see before.
Mhm.
You got
Right.
more players who they take a vacation. They don't just take a break. They take a short little whatevers, and then they get to their personal trainers or what have you because they know their money's in their body.
Yeah.
Right.
Period.
right.
Plain and simple. But my honest opinion, I'm thinking, first of all, I'm glad it's back. But it's going to get real interesting toward the end of October, November. All right.
Yep.
You start losing players. Whole teams are probably not ever going to get wiped out, but you're going to get a whole lot of guys who thought that their careers were over getting phone calls.
Yeah.
They're going to be getting per game contracts.
Right. That's true.
Rest of season contracts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Guys who thought it was over with are gonna be like, nah, you got your shot. You better come in and produce. And I promise you, we're gonna see some dudes ball out.
So there's a shot for Des Bryant, huh? Is that what you're saying?
It's possible. Hey, it's possible. You let
Terrell Owens.
Oh God.
Okay, that may be a little much. I don't know. Ocho
Hey,
Cinco?
Herschel
coming back.
Walker. Theo running what, a 4.5? 40?
Something like that.
Four.
Yeah.
4.4? Yeah.
Because
So
he was out there racing your boy from Kansas City.
yeah.
Oh, Tyreek?
Yeah, Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
really?
barely lost.
Barely.
Lost. So yeah, I wouldn't shoot that. Hey, Herschel Walker trying to come back too. So
It was Mike Tyson.
Jeez.
That's going to be
Herschel.
Tyson and Roy Jones.
Roy Jones is gonna get hurt, bro. I'm sorry.
It's going to
You
be
think so?
it's going to be a fight. It's going to be a fight
Roy Jones is gonna. Yeah, I'm actually gonna get that one.
because
Roy Jones is gonna get
Tyson still scare me.
hurt. Have you seen his videos?
Tyson still scare me.
Bro, I will fight Tyson with a car. I'm in it, he on the outside. That's how I'm fighting Tyson. My door's locked. Nah, bro. I mean, ain't getting in the ring for him. No. I need at least 500K at least just to
You
get the ring
lowballing.
because
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna
You
be sitting,
lowballing.
I'm
Listen,
gonna be
you
sitting
got to
on
give
the
me a couple of
slump for
million,
6
and the ring has got to be the size of a football field.
months.
Listen, and all I got to do
With
is
body
last a
gear
minute.
on.
I just got to last a minute. I'll figure out a way.
Hey,
Gosh,
what is the
I-
will
I-
is the way, right?
If you watch Tyson spar though, he doesn't have reach anymore. Now he's still got power, but he doesn't have reach.
Yeah,
Tyson ain't never had reach.
but when he can catch me, reach
Exactly.
don't matter. I run Tyson. I can run him over maybe, but I can't outrun him.
They're trying to get back up. They're like, this not MMA, Tyson. You got to get back up, man. Tyson, you can't tap, man. You can't tap. This is boxing. Yeah, let's stand it back up.
Gotta
fellas.
get back up. Gotta
Let's
get back up.
Let's get back up.
I'll tell you this though. Going back to the football thing. I read an article and it said that there was a team, a college team, and they had 26 players test positive for COVID. Test positive for COVID. I was looking for it just now. I was trying to figure out what it was, but they said 30% of the players up on rehabilitation showed signs of heart failure.
Yeah.
Signs of heart failure. There are also people who are catching COVID that are recovering, that their lungs are losing 30% capacity. We knew that early on.
Yeah, we did.
And so now what people are considering recovery is being alive. The bar is being set to not just being alive afterwards, but returning back healthy. Yeah. And if you're telling me that if I catch it, I'll live, but I'll have 30% less heart function and then 30% less lung function, I think that's going to start getting these players to think a little bit more, because their bodies, like you said, Darren, it's their paycheck, it's their livelihood.
Yes,
yep.
Right?
Yeah.
In the same way that we started seeing players retire after playing 7, 8, 9 seasons, where you used to start seeing these players try to play as long as possible. You can go back to Barber. When Barber for the Giants, right? One of the twins quit, and he quit it. I think he played 8 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Something
people
like that.
Were like, was something like that. And people were like, whoa, what are you doing? Because they're used to Emmitt Smith playing 14, 15, 16, right? Mm-hmm. Barry Sanders quit. They're like, whoa, what are you talking about? Megatron quit early, right? You look at all these people they're starting to value their bodies more, and they're coming back and they're talking to these athletes. So you get the Deion Sanders that's telling you to go play, quit being selfish.
Yep.
Right? And then you get people on the other hand that's saying, hey, man, football is only temporary. Like, take that money and then get on out, or at least wait. They gave the opt-out option. I think that hopefully we don't see this become more prevalent with the lung heart on the recovery issue. But if we do, I think you're going to start seeing people opt out of those contracts.
Now, did you all hear about
whether it be college or professional?
Did you hear about the NBA player who got sent home?
Oh, for the Rockets.
Yeah.
Oh,
House.
What's his House?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
First of all,
catch me up. Catch me up.
All right.
Oh my God, are you bringing up a conspiracy theory?
No, it's not a conspiracy theory. No.
Are you? I figured
LeBron.
you were, since it was the Rockets against LeBron. And there's some
No, I'm not going to sit here and say LeBron sent the woman to his room. I'm not saying that.
Okay.
All right. Just check it.
Although
if I wanted to,
he still ain't to go. All right. So, and that's not a conspiracy theory. All right.
That's right.
But here's what happened, Darian. I forgot the guy's first name, but House plays for the Rockets. Basically, and this is what was crazy. It was a woman who, if I remember correctly, she was like one of the people that administered the test in the bubble. So she was like a nurse, test, whatever, administrator in the bubble. Basically, because they are tracking everything, your movement and everything, they're like, why is she in his room at midnight and not coming out until 6 o'clock the next morning?
It's a thorough test, man.
Is that really a question?
So,
man, you know what? She could have been checking his blood and fluid levels every hour and an hour.
Hey,
you don't know what you're doing, man.
But it got him sent home.
That sounds about accurate, bro.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty accurate to me. Anyway,
But
moving
yeah,
right along.
that got him sent home. So then, the thing is that, because that was for his team, and no, he's not Harden, he's not Westbrook, but for his team, the value that he could have added, he
Yeah.
didn't because he valued something more than winning, or at least
Right,
playing.
Right.
right, right.
you know. And so, to Derek's point, I think that the players are going to have to really, it's really going to come down to, do I protect my investment? Because really, their body is their investment. Do I protect my investment of the years of sacrifice, the years of college
Yeah.
and high school and everything? And now it's my moneymaker. Do I protect that? Or do I live the baller lifestyle, or live the lifestyle that I'm used to, because that's what I have the ability to do? Which is more valuable, more important? Which one, takes precedence?
Right.
But that's honestly, that's the same question that they've always had. It's just never been in a COVID filter.
True.
You've got,
That's true.
you've got guys who have ridden on their talent all their life, have never really developed the mental uh, stamina, the mental, what it takes to really recognize, hey, I've got to take care of me, not just on the field, but off the field. I've got to take care of my nutrition. I got to take care of my health. Got to take care of my relationships. Yada yada yada. And so, yeah, to me, it's the same. It's the same question, but this time the stakes are higher,
Yeah.
Yeah.
much much higher.
Yeah.
Because not only asking something for you, but you may be the stellar athlete with the genes that can pass that on and be asymptomatic and really never go down.
Mm-hmm.
But now you're next to that guard who you know what I'm saying, or that linebacker or whoever
Right.
that actually has a weaker immune system, and now you're putting his whole family at risk as well.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, to me that's where you need to almost have a team meeting every day. Listen, guys, I got to remind you one more time. I know I'm beating a dead horse. I know y'all tired of hearing it. You're gonna hear it until this season is over.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that important.
It's that important. Okay, you are not just protecting you. You are guarding all of us by taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
So
So I got a question, Kev.
Yeah.
What do y'all think about what Lincoln Riley said last week, and some other coaches are going to start adopting, is that he is not going to list any of the COVID-19 related players that won't be playing as an injury report, because it can be detrimental to the team's game plan against them.
So I'm okay with that, from the aspect that
Mm.
I think that COVID, in my opinion, falls more under the HIPAA type of thing, where it's like, if you got the cold, flu, what have you, I just know you're not available. If you're questionable because of growing pool, what have you, that's performance. That's something that came about maybe because of the game itself. I think it's a gray area for me. I'm not. And plus, I think the stigma also of COVID. Did I play against you? I think there does need to be contact tracing. There does need to be figuring out when maybe there was the catching of it. But I don't necessarily think that there is the need to disclose everybody's COVID status.
Now, you mentioned HIPAA, which I get what you're saying, but that doesn't apply when they say he's got strep or they've got flu, or they disclose other medical things that aren't groin or ankle or hip related. So why make the distinction just for COVID? Sorry.
well,
Why make the distinction just for COVID if you're not going to do it for other quote unquote medical issues? That's just a question.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I agree or disagree, but you know what I mean?
I think with everything else, there's a prediction of a time frame as to when somebody's going to be down and when somebody's going to be out.
Right.
With COVID, if that's the case, then you kind of have an idea. Now, if it's true blue, we're not going to list that to give the other team some type of informational advantage. To me, it doesn't matter what the injury is, whether it's COVID, the flu, strep, like you said, anything of that, a groin pull, it doesn't matter. I think when you start listing COVID, people get nervous because of its being contagious.
Right.
I think that's where um, not only are you protecting, or not only are you protecting your team against the game plan of their opponent, you're also protecting your team's mentality.
Okay.
A lot of coaches. Now, I may be off in what I'm saying as far as this scenario, but I know a lot of coaches. I know a lot of coaches on a whole lot of different levels that do not list
Oh yeah.
players
Yeah.
who have been diagnosed with COVID for the simple reason of not creating panic
Right.
throughout their team.
Yeah.
Right.
Or through the parents, or through whatever. So to me, all of that's in there.
Yeah.
I would agree with Lincoln. Take care of your players, but if you don't have to release the information, don't.
Yeah.
What you got, Derek? I see your wheels turning over there.
Yeah, it sounds very similar to what our president claimed he was doing. He didn't want to create a panic.
Ooh. Shots
to maintain.
I love you, but I hate you.
Hey, he ain't wrong.
Here. I think if we're trying to be transparent,
right?
I don't know that we can necessarily be tactical at the same time. And when I think about just on a microcosm, just a small, if I bring it back down to my family and say let's say I contract COVID and I don't want my wife or my kids to freak out, and so I don't tell them, but I behave differently around the house. Hey baby, I'm sleeping on the couch tonight. You gonna join us for dinner? Nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really hungry. I get up maybe at 3:00 in the morning. I stick around, grab me something to eat, grab me something to drink, wash my hands. Okay, let's take it just a little bit. Let's say I'm on a worship team at church and I have it, and I just declined that planning center to sing on the worship team, and I don't say anything. Or let's just take it further out. Let's say I'm the CEO of a company and I decide to work from home. Or let's just say, I'm a running back on an athletic team. You know what I'm saying? We can scale it if you want to, but I think it comes down to my transparency. I have to decide the intention behind it, right? Am I keeping it because I don't want to create a panic, which in turn could unintentionally expose other people, or am I trying to be strategic by not releasing the information, but also trying to minimize the impact and expose? You know what I'm saying? Like, it just seems too much to handle when I could just be like, hey guys, I got it, and then let everybody operate accordingly. Or if I'm a coach, I'm like, hey, I got 12 players that got it, and I'm gonna test the other 65, and then we're gonna see what happens from there. Nobody else has it. Okay, those 12, put it on the game report. I think it just takes too much to try to protect everybody and keep it under the rug at the same time. That's just what I think.
Yeah.
So
that's
what would be their motive?
Go ahead.
With all of that being the truth, and just again keeping it with the coaches, what would be their motive to do the opposite? Because you're right, that's a lot.
Yeah. What would be their motive to go ahead and say, hey, we've got this running back out here when we playing?
No. What would be their motive to do the opposite?
Yeah.
To disclose it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Other than what they already stated?
Well, he was doing the opposite. He was coming against that.
Yeah. So I would say the motive. Well, we can use Lincoln Riley specifically because that's the example that we use. I would say my hope is that the strategy would be secondary, third, fourth, and then public safety would be first. That's my hope. Yeah. Public safety would be first, right? If he's withholding information, all right, I'm going to do my job to try to quarantine, even though I don't believe it. I think he's saying, okay, how many players we got? We got 12. So let's remove those 12 from competition. I'm not going to list it. Let's remove those 12 to keep not only my team safe, but the other team safe as well. Secondary, strategy, third, competitive edge, fourth, trying to maintain cohesion. Like I think those things should be down on the list compared to the initial one, which is public safety.
Yeah.
Those are the motives, I think, there is why he would do it. But I think that you can do the same thing by coming out and saying, hey, we got 12 players. We tested the rest of the team. Everybody's okay. Those aren't going to participate. I think you can do the same thing. The other one just seems a little sneaky. COVID is out. There's no secret. Everybody know about COVID. I want to let y'all know where we stand as an organization.
But do you need to know, as the opposing coach, do you have to know which players you're not going to be facing?
So, no, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying because you're talking about putting it on the game report.
Right.
Right. I'm saying I think if they're not playing, they're not playing. That's for whatever reason. That's fine. Internally, hey, this is what happened. These are why these 12 players are not playing. I don't know that it needs to go in the game report.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if they're not, like Derek said, if they're not playing, if they're out of the game, you can just list them as out. I don't know that you have to list them as out due to COVID.
Coach's decision.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what Lincoln is proposing. Am I right?
Yes.
That's not why he said it. It's the intent. That's what I'm saying. He's saying, I'm not going to do it because it's a competitive advantage. Not because of the players, not because of team morale, not because of public safety. Go ahead. Sorry.
This is what he said. I think we're to the point now where we're playing games, and obviously any active case or contact trace is going to have game repercussions. So just like we would with an injury, we made a decision to not broadcast that. I know we've been probably the most transparent school in the country up until then, but you don't have to give your team a competitive disadvantage, so we're not going to do that.
They're not playing. So he's saying that he's not even going to list the game report saying whether or not they're playing. He's saying you know when the fans know on Saturday.
He said, so just like we would with an injury, we made a decision not to broadcast that.
This said about people.
Apparently they don't broadcast injuries. I didn't know that.
It's not about people.
Broadcasted injuries.
This isn't about players. This isn't about safety anymore.
So
that's my point, Derek. At this point, from what he's saying, it has nothing to do with safety. It only has to do with an advantage on the football field, and I think that's where I have my issue.
Yeah. Does college not have the same guidelines to list reports that the NFL does?
No, because all the professional sports have to.
Right.
College, you don't have to. Okay. So I think that's my question, and my point is
reporters pull it out of them.
Right.
Yes, they do.
Journalists pull it out because they're just doing their job.
Analysts.
Yeah. So when
college doesn't have.
When does humanity outweigh sports? That's my question.
I feel like go Derek.
No, please
go ahead.
Please.
Okay, I feel like it's the mindset of if I don't do it, somebody else is gonna do it, so I might as well do it. Right? If it's like somebody else is, I'm being at a competitive disadvantage. Virus aside, humanity aside, public safety aside, team morale aside.
Okay.
I've considered all that. I'm going to be at a disadvantage by doing so. And somebody else is going to be like, well, I'm not going to report it. So I don't want to be on the high morale end and on the low winning end. So I'll just do what I believe everybody else is going to do and care about my players and the culture and then keep a competitive advantage. It's the same thing about, I think it's the same thing about going overseas, like shipping jobs and products overseas. It's like, oh man, I love America, USA. I love commercial. I love capitalism. I'm sending it over to Japan and India and Mexico. Well, I thought you loved America. I do, but we're not set up for that.
It's
everybody
cheaper.
Else is doing it. So I got to do it too. Donald Trump exports everything. He exports everything. USA. You know what I'm saying? It's like he talks about bringing these jobs back home and creating this. And I'm like, so at the end of the day, it's like you can care for your teams and you can care for your players. But after all that's taken care of, hey guys, what about that competitive advantage, right? everybody else is doing it, they're not seen as immoral or unethical, and we can do it as well. Which again, I'm not saying that he's not breaking any rules, but I'm saying this at that point, it's no longer about humanity. It's about the
I agree.
contract, and it's
I
about
agree.
But isn't that the OU way?
Ooh,
Hey, they're that shot is at you.
logs
That
off.
shot ain't at me.
Logs. See you guys next week. Logs.
Where'd
Just
that
like that.
come from? That's what I want to know. Where'd that come from, Kev?
It's like, dang.
Where'd that come from?
Uh, uh, you're gonna have to justify that one.
You just can't throw that one out.
You
there
just
without
can't
having
throw
to-
that one out there like that.
So I'll just throw out a few names. Brian Bosworth.
How many decades we going back, bro?
Go.
He's working it up. He's working it up. I want to hear.
Is that not the way? Do they not have a history?
Keep walking us up.
You
I don't
name
know
one
because I haven't paid
name,
that much
bro.
attention to OU since I
Then how
left
do you
Oklahoma.
make the statement then?
Huh?
Then how can you make the statement if you don't know much about OU?
Because I know the history. I know what they.
Tell us the history.
Oh,
So
man.
did we not used to
Oh,
sing
man.
Oklahoma where the cops come sweeping down the plains?
Oh my God.
Was that not the song that we used to sing about Oklahoma, about OU?
Oh,
Isn't the name itself Sooners about the fact that people jumped the line and stole land?
Oh my God. Oh.
ladies and gentlemen, thank you for viewing. We appreciate your time.
Although I will say, Lincoln Riley,
May
if
the
you want
Lord
to recruit
watch.
my son, you can hit us up. We'll talk. We'll take the call.
He said, all jokes aside,
We'll take the call.
we'll take the official. Yes. Oh, too funny. Nah, yes, OU definitely had a. But here's the thing: everything that you're talking about was actually the culture of college football.
True.
OU
Yes.
happened to be one
Yes.
of
Yes.
the major, most spotlighted programs.
USC, SMU, come on now, Penn
True.
State. I mean, Notre Dame. All these schools do stuff like that, man.
I'm not denying that.
No, do.
They don't make it right.
No, that,
They don't make it right.
what Kev said right, or just right in general?
Well, I'm saying, like, I think that's hilarious. I think that, I was talking to one of my friends that I went to school with, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I was supposed to go down and play for Alabama," which I didn't even know. And he said they was going, but he had a kid, and so he didn't go. This is back in '99, 2000. And he said they were going to bring me down, put me up in this apartment, give my baby mama a job, put my kid in daycare. And he was thinking like, I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I can't work. I'm gonna be on scholarship. This is like green, wet behind the ears. Like he was like, I don't know how I'm gonna do that. And they was like, oh, don't worry about it. We'll make a way. That was like his first exposure to those things. And we all seen Blue Chips with Shaquille O'Neal, Penny Hardaway, Nick Nolte. Yeah, I'm saying like they didn't make it up. It's not the Matrix.
Oh,
I'm saying like,
No.
yeah, people are doing it.
Hey, the
I
Matrix
remember
is real,
hearing,
bro.
yeah, I remember hearing people talking about receiving handshakes. I was talking to a guy to play for OU, and he said walking down the tunnel, people giving him high fives with envelopes of money in their hand, like. And he was like, that was just after game day. I was like, dang. And so people are doing it, man. It's just like, I don't know if you want to hang your hat on who doing it less, It's like, or maybe who you hear about
My
it.
sin ain't as bad as your sin.
Right?
How much money you take? Nope. See, we wouldn't even
I
get close to that.
ain't
Y'all
sleeping
took-
with the deacon's wife.
Oh, snorting crack on the back.
See?
What'd you say last time? Darian, what did he say? Something about snorting crack? I don't know. That's Tyreek's church. I'm still trying to figure out where he goes.
Wow, hey man, don't be putting me out there like that, bro. That's the last thing we need to be going around. Y'all hear about Tyreek's church?
Yeah, my Tyreek's pastor.
They be doing lines in that place in the middle of worship, bro.
Pastor
I didn't
Steve,
even know,
we
I
are
didn't know they had a
Pastor
YouTube
Steve.
board.
This is just jokes. I'm just saying, in case Pastor Steve sees this, Pastor Steve, you know we're good. I love you, man.
Hey, Derek,
That's just
we ain't gonna
dope.
get an invite back, man. Kevin gonna have
We're
it next
not.
week. And he gonna change
Oh
the invite.
no.
You and me gonna be gone.
Oh, sorry guys. Hey guys, welcome to Chop It Up. It's just me and Darian this time. So two guys on. They're taking a break. They're taking a break.
Yeah.
They'll be
No,
back.
they're not COVID positive. Right.
They'll be back with us shortly.
They on
What are we
academic
talking?
suspension.
Keep them in your
When we
prayers.
talk about
Okay.
football, how we talking? How we get on this? We was talking about the NFL.
We
It's
got
the barbershop, bro. You know
Yeah,
that.
and today we said it was potpourri. Today is just everything.
So,
There we go. Spring on around. You know what I love about the barbershop?
What's
Yeah,
that?
it's always it's two kinds of barbers, right? It's a guy that can talk and still cut hair. People get in and out of his chair, and then it's that one barber who cannot talk and cut hair. And he's been on that same dude
with the earpiece.
Come on, man. He like
You
bah,
know
bah,
I'm
bah,
right.
And then he talk a little bit. He like bah 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 bah. Then he talk a little bit more. It's like the dude in the chair, man, is like, come on, bro. But you can't say nothing.
No.
So he got the clippers in his hands.
No,
you can't say
I
nothing.
nothing.
I wish you would say something. Your edge up gonna be all like, say something. Right. And I'm gonna ask for a tip when you get done.
Too funny.
Go to the barbershop. You know what else I love about the barbershop? Is that guy that come in, he always selling stuff. What I want, baby.
Y'all know you can
DVD.
see any movie the same day it releases in the theaters. If you go to the barbershop, you can see
Go
it.
to the barbershop. That's it.
I remember what was it? The Star Wars movie came out. The day it released in the theaters, I was in the shop in DC, getting my hair cut, watching it.
That's real talk right there.
Listen,
No, man. Good Lord.
You gotta love it.
Hey, but I got a question about the sports thing though.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, with this whole no fans in the stands other than college, well, a little bit of pro. You got some, especially with pro football, you got some in the stands in some games, some none at all. Sports in general, y'all think this is working for the fan, or is this hopefully going to be a temporary thing and blow over?
I think
For the
it
fan?
depends. I think it depends on the fan, because you got a fan that loves to go to the games and tailgate, but then you got a fan like me. I just want to see somebody play and get hit. So for me, this past Sunday, I didn't have a problem with it because I'm not worried about being in the stands. Now, the electricity from a crowd, hearing them roar, first down, touchdown. Yeah, even with the NBA that's playing now, even with the college, I mean, the band and hearing all that with college games and the roar of the crowd when they come out, or Clemson runs down the field and touches the rock. I mean, all that stuff. The Sooner Schooner going across the field and getting toppled over. I mean, all that stuff, man. That's, I mean, sorry, I had to throw that in there.
Just a little shade. Just a little shade.
Yeah, I that part, yeah, I could say it feels a little bit weird, but just like it did with the NBA, the first couple of games in the bubble, I'm like, okay, this feels weird. Now I'm kind of used to it. And guess what? We got some good ball. And when I saw that from a couple of college games on Saturday and some of the football games on Sunday, the ones I could watch, yeah, the fans out there, they're piping in fan noise and stuff. But for some stadiums like Kansas City, they had fans there,
Right.
booing the sign
They
of
had
unity.
people
But
there. I
that's
don't
a
know
whole
if they
nother
were
conversation.
fans. Let's just get people there. I'm gonna leave it at that.
People, right. So I think it depends on the fan, Darian. I think it depends on who's watching. Because for me, even though I got a fantasy football squad, I watch NFL football, I enjoy NFL football. For me, I still enjoy it. But I think for somebody that has season tickets and they tailgate and they're at every home game, they're at 6 o'clock in the morning smoking stuff, and it's a family event. These season tickets they've been passing down from family to family, like Green Bay or Kansas City or Steelers, anywhere else. For them, it's a whole different feel because that was a way of life for them. That was every home game. That's what they did. Or whether it's Monday night or Thursday or Sunday, that was what I mean. They had campers and you got grills and people coming in and saying people like family because you see them all the time, because you got season
Mhm.
tickets. So for them, it's going to be different than it is for me. I just think it depends on who the fan is.
Man, the side note, isn't it like God to find a way? Not saying that he sent COVID, but isn't it
Huh.
him to find a way to shut down all types of worship,
Wow.
all types of false worship?
Ooh.
We just got.
Anyway, my bad.
Well, hey, no, hey, hold on. It just will.
They're like, dang, Dan, why you gotta be so serious,
I
bro?
know.
Dang,
Man.
Dan. Come on, Lewis. Come on, man.
All right,
My
Prophet.
bad.
We in the barbershop, bro. You always gotta bring God up, man. Dang. Dang, D.
Anyway,
But
moving right along.
I think
Moving right
people.
along.
I think first of all, yeah, you're actually very right on that, Darren. I think that idolatry has been exposed tremendously in this season.
Yeah.
Even in the church,
Boy.
idolatry of buildings and idolatry of leaders, and yeah, it's been exposed. But I think that for sports, I think people are so desperate for anything right now because if you think about it, movies, we saw Tenet. Tenet was good. Listen, Tenet was good. It was a good movie. The
Okay.
sound sucked in parts. It was muffled. There were some parts in it that it was muffled.
Right.
I can give a review on that later. But the movie itself was
So they
good.
rushed it.
Huh?
You think they rushed it?
Yeah. I think that he tried to do something. I don't think it worked really well. The movie itself was good, but I think people are desperate. Getting back to my point, I think people are desperate because if you notice, there's no TV shows really starting up right now, and this is normally the season that you have
Oh,
all your season premieres. So you don't have anything new coming on. Pretty much everything that you've wanted to watch on Hulu, Netflix, YouTube TV, Sling, whatever, you've watched it, you've binged it. So now it's like, look, I'm desperate for something that is new, that is fresh, that is live. So I'm going to watch sports. So I think that
Mhm.
that for anybody that likes sports, they're gonna make the shift just like you did, Tori. With This Feels Weird because yeah, first few games in the bubble felt like high school basketball. It just felt
it did.
like
Mhm.
you were watching a pickup game. But now it's like the
Mhm.
intensity is there. You get it. It's there. So I think the same thing with football and some of the other sports.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that, man. I think, yeah, I can't expound on that. You pretty much nailed it.
And Derek over
I
there
don't
So
know.
researching. So what you got, Derek?
Yeah, I was. I'll expound on it a little bit. I'll say a few things. I think that the the um, the NBA, they came out as the pilot. They were the test bunnies for this restart, and they got better as it went. They got better as it went. Right? We're talking about adding the virtual fans,
Right.
pumping in the game day noises. So fans cheering, the music, they got better as it went. And now for the finals coming up, I think they've been working on some things that they'll roll out that make the fan experience. It's not going to replace, but it will definitely supplement. So I think that's one thing. I think people are going to continue to get better. I'll give you two more examples under the same point. I feel like a preacher today. Tennis. They put the fans behind the players, and they were themed. So Black Lives Matter were on the main courts, and they were
Yep.
themed people, right?
Yep.
So you kind of get this visual, right? Another one is baseball, putting fans, right? So people visually want to see. They don't want to see a chair.
Right.
That's what they're learning. That's what they're learning. And so I think one, they'll get better. Two, I think you have the fan that is simply grateful. There was nothing, and now there's something.
Yeah.
Right? It's not like the traditionalists that has to go to the games and the people that are used to the Green Bay Packers season ticket holders, right? And they got the cheese heads and they grilling out and they ain't never missed a game in the last 22 years and they done passed season tickets down from their grandpa to the son right. So you got people who are simply grateful that there's something, and then you have people who were fair weather fans anyway that were looking for a reason to not watch it.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. And so these are the people that are saying, oh, I'm done with NASCAR. I'm done with MLB. I'm done with it. Was like,
You know,
we ain't
good
counting on you
luck.
anyway.
They were done with NASCAR. Don't even throw that one in there.
Hey, listen, it was people that was like, NASCAR, you lost a fan. And I'm like, come on, bro. You about to watch these people drive in 500 circles next week.
Left
right?
turn. Left turn.
And so I'm saying, I think
turn.
there's left turn. I think there's these three type of people. You have the one, right, that is like, okay, I can get used to this. Like, I see the progression. The other fan that is just glad for something. And you have the people that have been looking for a reason to quit anyway.
Yeah.
And it just happens that we're in this time. So I think the virtual stuff, it is what it is, man, and we working with it.
Has anybody seen the Thunderdome for the WWE?
No, what? I'm not even a wrestling fan.
Me either.
So I happened to catch. I'm not either, but I happened to catch a commercial.
Are you talking about like the movie, Mad Max?
No.
Oh, yeah, that's the Thunderdome, right?
No, that's what they're calling it. They're calling it the Thunderdome. All right.
Oh, but I said, was it the Thunderdome?
I guess, but that's not what they have it looking like.
Yeah, sorry, am I right? Is that the Thunderdome?
It was. I just had a flashback.
You mean Mad Max and the Thunderdome?
I had a flashback of Tina Turner.
That was a movie. Yeah.
Okay, all right. That's what I thought of. I'm like, oh snap! 2 men into 1 man leave. Like I was like, let's do it. Let's go. I'm a wrestling fan now, baby.
And Spike back.
Are you not entertained? Sorry. Darian, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
Derek, you messed Derek up, bro. Bad. Derek was
Mad
great.
Max, Thunderdome, let's go. Sorry. All right.
They shot a real quick commercial. WWE is coming back with basically I think they stood back and watched everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's see what everybody's gonna do. Let's see who's getting the best ratings. Let's see who's getting crossover fans. Let's see how all of this is working for everybody else, and then we're gonna take the best of all worlds. So they've got a whole type of scenario. It's only one place, the Thunderdome. All right, so they're not traveling anymore. It's one spot, but they've got virtual fans, but they've got real fans that are on virtual screens. So it's like a two-way shot. If you remember the NFL draft and how Roger Goodell was doing that, he was interacting with the people, he was interacting with the fans. You know, that's kind of how they got that whole thing set up again. And so you got live wrestling, you got live fans, but they're on a screen. So yeah, I thought it was real interesting. Now they didn't show any wrestling. They just showed a couple of the wrestlers coming through, and the way they had this thing set up with these screens everywhere and people going nuts. So yeah, I can't wait to see that one. I'm definitely going to at least check it out one time, see what they're going to do with that.
Did I hear that they're bringing back some old school wrestlers too?
Oh, they should.
Like who?
like Stone Cold.
Oh man.
Well, Stone Cold popped through every now and then anyway.
Bring the Rock back.
Yeah, I heard those names thrown out there. I don't know if it's real or not.
John Cena.
Yeah. Hey, I'm just.
Good thing you don't watch, man.
Hey, here's the thing. Oh, you can't see me.
But those guys transcend wrestling.
Yes.
They transcend what?
He said wrestling.
Wrestling.
No, he said wrestling.
Wrestling. See, I tried to correct.
We heard him the first time.
I'm sorry, Derek. I was slide. I was like, they transcend what?
Wrestling.
Wrestling.
I can't even fix my mouth to say that. Wrestling. It's like a bunch of leaves. Man, we done sidebar so much tonight, man. It was good though.
Yeah. We're gonna come to a close. But just real quick, Diane, even what you're saying as far as how that whole thing works out, at church, we're even trying to figure out how we stay interactive while ministering. So this Sunday, we're trying to, I'm going to have a screen facing me that I can see the comments and see the things and who's popping in to the live chat while I preach, so that we can still do the whole thing, so that there's that unity now of no matter which way you're in, you're still part of it. So I think that's kind of changed. I think it's really a season of innovation to figure out how you can take advantage of all the technology to do what you need to do. And so sports are figuring it out. Churches have to figure it out. Businesses have figured it out. So absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. But we're going to bring it to a close for today. We reached our hour. I'm going to let, if you guys got any last comments, any last statements, Dory, keep it brief.
Well, we swinging for the Raptors tonight, boy.
Wow. No, man, I'm good, bro.
You good? About to go get you some candy corn and peanuts?
Oh, see?
Oh!
You know what?
He said, I tried to let it go.
You be glad you my boy, Cam. You my boy, Cam. Hey, it's gonna come back. That's right. Just realize that.
It will.
Hey, love y'all, fellas.
Love y'all too. All right. Thanks everybody for chopping it up with us. We'll see you again next week. Be blessed. Have a great one.